Uh, bottle job, bottle job, bottle job. I'm with the bottle job, bottle job, bottle job. Please say something. Please say something. I need to test the audio.
Ice cream float, ice cream float, ice cream float.
Yep, we are all good here today. Welcome to FRL, the social race for F1, F2 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I'm the host, Evil Zook, and I am joined by the Mr. Bottle Job himself, Glowstick. Glowstick, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing alright, mate. Mr. Bottle Job, as they call me now. Brilliant title. Um, but yeah, it is quite beautiful. I don't know how hot it is over in England, but it's currently 22 degrees.
Well, we've got the Amber Alert for Sunday, for about 40 degrees. But it's pretty cold here today, actually, in England, but it's not too bad. It's pretty bearable. Nice conditions to commentate over this spectacular race today. So we're joined by the F1, F2 drivers from last season, including a few faces from F3 from the title fight, including the champion Ivo. And also making a return, Bobby AFC. I'm sure AFC stands for a very terrible football club. I think that's Arsenal. So yeah, pretty terrible. That was just to trigger Monty. And a few F4 guys as well, I think, are joining. Some of the faster F4 guys from last year, such as Tex Rex returning for this race. But obviously, Australia, we had the race yesterday with me and T-Hawk commentating. Glowsick, so you raced here yesterday. How did you find the conditions with, like, and how do you think these drivers will fare?
I think these drivers will do better than me. Um, these guys are very talented bunch of lads. But yeah, I think they'll do well, especially since it is a new layer and it is a lot better, in my opinion. But yeah, uh, Texas has joined us for a second, but yeah, should be a fun race for them, and of course they won't be out unless they do retire manually.
Yes, definitely, especially with the damage off. I'm just going to quickly double check that because you know what Bunty can be like. And it is off just to make sure all the settings are all good. Welcome into the chat, Lou, Neil Sano, and Nick. Welcome to the stream. Obviously, Lou and I think Nick's not racing, but and Neil Sano is not going to bottle it in the race because he isn't racing either. 15 so far, so we're just going to quickly check who's here, who's not.
Nick is in, by the way, I think.
In the lobby now, or?
Yeah, I think Nick
Oh
NW.
yes, he is here. Sorry, I am stupid. I am stupid. Um,
Of course, we have. I think Pelly's replacing someone tonight, but I'm not 100% sure.
no, there's no reserves in for tonight. Pelly was down to race. I'll just quickly check. I'm going
I
to see
thought he
who
was replacing someone.
been replaced. Just give me a sec. Okay, so Pelly is replacing David. Um, and yeah, Pelly was a reserve. He's replaced David Encher for today's race. So let's just go through the grid lineup, and we're going to go to the car select screen. So starting us off, Physico in the AlphaTauri in the Pierre Gasly seat there. I'm not going to go through that. Vaporizer in the Haas. Still waiting on Yaro, Arno as well. Yaro and Arno. If I miss anyone, by the way, just let me know. Um, Davenenko obviously been replaced by Pelly in the Alpine. Dundee in the Red Bull. Waiting on Macho. Glow 6, can you send Nelsano an invite at all? Or for me too?
Is Neil Shannon meant to be racing?
He's just been given permission to,
Right, cool. I'll
it
send
looks
him an
like.
invite. Let's see.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's given a fucking laughing face or something. Just give it a minute. So, Macho in the Williams. Lou in the beautiful Ferrari. Teal'c in the Williams as well. Yes, if someone doesn't join, but yeah, Glow, just send him an invite in case someone doesn't join.
Send her an invite.
Neil Sarno.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we're still going to do the formation lap because it is a Bunty lobby, not my lobby. So just quickly,
Is it sure? Are we sure we might be inviting him?
I'll quickly send him an invite so we can jump back in. Where's Bunty on here? Formation lap was good. Probably not because we had the glitch yesterday. But we should be getting underway in 1 minute's time, so I'll quickly run through the rest of the grid. Bunty in the McLaren, Yona in the Red Bull, Bulow, yesterday's race winner, Bulow in the McLaren again. Batsmari is not here. Nick in the Mercedes. High Speed is nowhere to be seen, so he's high speeded out of there. Don't blame him with this game. Yuri is in the Aston Martin, surprisingly in the Lance Stroll seat, just proving he is a pay driver. Tektrex is in the Mercedes, Ivo in the Ferrari, and Bobby in the Alfa Romeo. So we should be getting underway in about now time. No tech.
I thought I seen Tex join. Yeah, his Tex is in.
Have you sent? Oh, Bobby swapped to the AlphaTauri. Oh.
David said he can.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to find Nelsano quick. Nils, why don't you appear online, you bastard? I say Macho's not a pay driver, but he's in the goat seat, man. He's in the goat seat. It's just proof Macho is in the goat seat. And
I wasn't
then
sure whether to
yeah,
invite him, man.
Yuri is in the pay driver seat. Yeah. I've sent Nils an invite anyway, just in case. If we do have a lobby so I can join, I'll just have to start at the back.
Well,
I'm sure.
Niels is in. Niels is in.
I can't see if people join or something. Yeah.
Well, I've seen him join, so.
Yeah. As we're just waiting on Bobby, and
It's
I've just
free
received word.
charges.
Sorry, I've just received word from Jesse saying Yuri, the paid driver, has been practicing for the social races.
That's an everyone.
I didn't. I did it in Miami.
Fair.
I knew I was
I
going to
think I
bottle
did
it.
like one or two laps anyway. So
Yeah. but we are getting underway for qualifying. Glow6, do you have any early predictions for today's qualifying session?
Yeah, I think Pelly will do well. Personally, I think he'll be top 5. I think maybe Vaporizer would be up there as well. Macho definitely. But yeah, I think that'll be my 1, 2, 3 then. Just them.
So, yeah, Glow6's gone boring with his. I'm going to go a bit more adventurous with mine. I'm going to say Bunty won't be in the top 3, so that's a pretty obvious one. I'm joking, Bunty. I'm joking. Please get me that in that team, please. I'm joking with him. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Physico for third. I think he'll pull an absolute stormer. I'm gonna go Macho for pole, and on the front row with him, a bit of a surprise one. I'm gonna go for Ivo because I know he can pull it out in qualifying. But coming round into sector 3, the first man to set a lap today is going to be the Williams of Macho as well. Someone, Jesse did put his in. He said Lou first, Macho second, and Alad Kalf in third. But we're going to follow on board with Macho. Glow6, do you want to take us through the lap?
Yeah, we'll go for turn 1 now. Should be gear 4 or 5. Macho takes in 4th. Nicely done. Opens the DRS up to turn 2 or 3, I can't remember. Down to 3rd. We got someone getting off the track, nicely getting out of the way, Macho. Coming for turn 7 or 8 or 5, I can't count. Turn 6 and 7. New corner, very nice and flowing, and then of course you don't have the annoying chicane, it's just a curvy straight. Coming up to sector 2. The sector 2 split is a 44-4 for the death chicane, as some people would call it. Comes the DRS. And now another new corner, 90 degrees. Very tricky to get on the throttle. Shift down to 5th. Through the penultimate corner, down to 3rd. Up to 4th. Through the final corner. What's it going to be a match? I predict a 1:17.5, yes.
It's a solid lap.
Nice lap.
Yeah, solid lap from the Williams. Yuri half a tenth back, but now we've got the Ferrari. I think that's of Lou, who goes on to provisional pole of 17.4. It's a solid lap, as Bunty, as I said, is not going to be in the top 3. He's in 5th there. Bulow as well, just jumping him into 5th. Yona up into 3rd there, the QRT man, just 4 milliseconds faster than the Aston Martin pay driver. I love calling him that. I think it's Physico next, but he's invalidated his lap, so he's going to go for another push. Just let me know if you see anyone on the lap. Pelly is on though, coming through the final few corners here. Very hard to get on the throttle without spinning. Obviously, yesterday a lot of people span yesterday. It's a 15, 16, possibly a 19 for Pelly in the Alpine. It's an 18.3. It puts him 5th fastest so far. As I think it's Ed Zach's next to the line. He has invalidated now. The 2 Mercedes. Nick has invalidated. The big one is Tex Rex, who's gone for a little drift there through the final corner. The Dutchman, who was an improved driver last year, he's just starting his lap. No, sorry, 7th fastest for him. It just glitched on my end a bit. Everyone now gonna.
I think he's just lagging.
Yeah,
Bunty spun.
Bunty has spun. I need to catch this. It's very funny to watch. Now I'm joking. I can't be mean to Bunty. He's helping me get into my new team, so I've got to be nice.
Who's that? That's just Hawk up to 5th.
I can't say on stream. So that's Bobby up to 8th there. The man who did get banned as Physico as well goes for a little drift around the final corner in his Alpha Tauri with the Red Bull right behind him, who's just pitted. He's the Haas next to come through. I think it's Nelsano, and it's 9th fastest for Physico. And I think he can go faster. Him and Bunty, the CPI boys, definitely could go faster. No bias here at all. Totally
I
not
think
being biased.
coming around the final corner to finish his first lap.
Who was that? Ed Zax coming through yet. And where's that going to put him? 8th fastest, jumping both the Alpha Tauris there. In a little bit of no man's land, 4 tenths up to the next car for the Latvian. I think it's Nick coming up to the line next. He hasn't validated. Sorry, it was Tex Rex. Oh, he's going to come to cross the line here, and it stays 11th fastest. And Jesse has blocked my view, so I can't see who's up next. Ivo just starting his lap here as now, I think that's the Haas of Vaporizer who's on his out lap. My apologies. Bobby not on a push lap, it doesn't look like. It's not, and he peels into the pit lane, the Alpha Tauri man. But the next one is the man who should really rename the FRL bottle job from last season. The man who loves a nice spin, Neil Sarno. He's going to come to the line here. It's not going to be pole position, but it's his 8th fastest, jumping Ed Sachs and slotting himself in between the two of last season's F2 drivers. Next up, if you could tell me, I think it's Fizco coming into the pits. Trying to think. Ed Sachs isn't pushing. The Williams is though, and I think no, that's Macho on an out lap. So now the Mercedes Tex Rex coming into the pits, and Ivo,
yeah. Go around the final corner to open up the DRS. We're gonna be maybe top 10.
9th. Yep. So yes, top 10 for the Ferrari. I think now it's McLaren on outlap better, and a Red Bull on an outlap. Vaporizer, Nick and Dundee all yet to set a lap yet. In this qualifying session, as now the McLaren and the Red Bull have both started their fast laps. Neil Sarno hasn't validated. He will be probably pulling into the pits, as what I say is right. Lou as well on a out lap there, coming through set 3 through the 90 degree.
And when he was on a lap, but he's half spun.
But no one's on a lap.
There's one of them.
Ivo's invalidated. We'll go through.
Bit of a mess.
We'll watch Macho, who's backed off his flying lap, and Lou has just invalidated through turn 1, 2. It's all a little bit quiet now. Is Ivo improving? No, he peels off into the pits in his Ferrari. Mercedes next, Nick on a out lap. So possibly T-Orc is coming through there. Yona has invalidated. Both the Avataris. And Bunty spun. They're a bit quiet, isn't it?
Yeah. Macho is just coming for turn 3 now.
We'll ride on board with Macho for a little bit here, as he seems to be the only one right now who could possibly challenge for pole position off Lou, as he is improving by 8 hundredths of a second. He goes purple in the first sector, keeps nice to the right hand side, and then manages just to extract all the time that he can through the sweeping corners. Now been made better, as he's now a 10th and a bit up here as he comes through the chicane of death, as Glowstick's referred to, and it's just a joy to watch this lap. It comes through the 90 degrees, a slight lock up, and he goes a little bit wide there, but manages to keep it in the track limits. It's coming through the final 2 corners now, as I want to call it now, the hairpin of death or something, or chicane of death again, and he's gone for a spin. No. That was a lap and a half. And I think the next car is also spinning, who's on a fast lap. It was Nick in the Mercedes.
And Yuri's spun. He's in 4th. Yuri's in 4th.
Yuri, 4th. for the Aston Martin, definitely not being a pay driver, as he is in the Stroll seat. Trying to think who's actually... Oh, I've just noticed Bunty's on a fast lap and he has invalidated. Typical Bunty moment there. Bobby has gone for a spin.
Physical is 3 times up in the second sector.
Yep. Passes his spinning teammate there. It's fastest for Physico. Get in!
Wow.
I mean, they're biased to it all, clearly. But he's third fastest for the CPI man in the Alpha Tauri.
Bunty's done a Bunty moment.
Let's see it. Anyone on fast laps?
Vaporizer just got a slipstream from the for the Ferrari even.
Tex is on a fast lap here and he is improving. The Mercedes man from F4. Can he possibly stick within the top 10 and punch his way up with the fast guys of F2, F1? It's 10th fastest for Tex Rex. And I'm happy about that. He is doing F4 proud. Giona crosses the line. He doesn't improve. Sorry. Vaporizer. Third fastest for the NSX man. NSX 2-3 only beaten by, I know it says FRL, but it's actually the LFR man. Lou, who's on the wrong account. I think he did mention about some issues with it. I think Pelly coming up to the line. It's not a representative lap time. Physical into bits. Bobby's just about to start a lap, I think, down in 14th there for the F4. Yep, just about to start a lap. Bunty does a Bunty moment. Yuri isn't improving. 2-minute lap from the Aston Martin. Definitely Stroll levels there for him. As LFR Mitch jumps to the chat and says, LFR, let's go. Yep, Lou doing LFR proud there. On pole position with a 17 forward. Nobody has been able to match it yet with the track evolution. Yeah. Do you think anyone could beat it? Glow sticks?
The only person that comes to mind, well, if he does manage to hook a lap up, Yona, or maybe even Macho.
Possibly Vaporize as well. Lou has gone for a spin, and again with these cars, it's just so hard to nail them, to nail the back end really, because they just spin out so easily. Pelly here has invalidated. Edzak's on an outlap.
Hawk's off at 10th in first sector.
Who's that, sorry?
Hawk.
That's right on board with the German, who was absolutely amazing on commentary last night, but can he stick the car any higher than 7th? I think it was improving by about a 10th. But when it comes to beating Lou, if one of them's going to do it, it's going to be one of the NSX boys. I mean, 5 milliseconds between them, and there's only really just under a 10th to Lou. But could be any bold shout. As Teox now come to the line of Williams.
Really pushing.
Yeah. As there's a Haas round in the pit lane.
Doing Mazepin proud.
I thought we got rid of Mazepin, but we didn't. As Teox goes to pole position. Goes on to provisional pole.
I was not expecting that.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Hawk showing a little bit of feist.
And it's a Williams 1-3. You wouldn't see that in real life, would you? Even with the GOAT Latifi.
I know, man.
Wowzers.
I was not expecting that.
As one of my predictions is down in 11th. Fun.
Mine's an 8th. One of mine's an 8th.
I think I've got one right. I think I've got Macho right so far. No, I was close to this guy. Yes, what a lap from Teal. Sorry, I was just quickly sawing something there. As gonna go through. Macho is improving though. The other Williams car, it's gone purple in the first sector. There's a Ferrari going slow. I believe that is Ivo. He's going to try and get out of the way as quick as he can just to stop the slipstream to try and help lose chances of pole. As he's slower, loses time through second sector. He's only 600ths up on his time now. As Macho's going to come through the 90 degrees. A little bit of a moment there for the Williams man. But he's coming through to the final two corners. And has he got the grip? He's got the grip on the soft compounder tyre. 14, 15, it's a 17.3 to beat. And he does it! 17.3.
Got it.
And it is a Williams front row lockout. You think it's 1993 or something. But can anyone dislodge the Williams? I'm sure not this man would like to.
I'm sure Bunty could give it a shot.
As Ivo has retired in the pit lane. As speaking of Bunty, he's not improving. Ed Zax as well, the Alfa Romeo's retired. He will start 12th in this Grand Prix.
Yeah.
As
the only man that comes to mind is Lou. He's starting his outlap now.
Lou and Vaporizer are going to be starting hot laps, so we will ride on board with them. Can one of them dislodge NS6 Macho from pole position? And if only FRL Esports was still a thing, we'd have 2 and 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
Fair enough about that. I think that's Nick coming through now, the final two corners in the Mercedes. Thankfully no porpoising this year, so that Mercedes isn't bouncing up and down for Nick, as Bunty's been disqualified.
Nick's in 5th.
Nick! Oh, Nick!
Wow.
Nick has stated his case as yes, Bunty has been... Yes, Bunty has been disqualified. That's really happened. Tex-Rex does retire on track. That's a bit dodgy there. As, the Red Bull might have just been hindered there. As Dundee has left it to the last second now. He's about to go out for his lap. Macho is over. His qualifying is done. He sits on pole position. But, do you know who's the first one on a lap right now, or...?
I would say Lou, but there's a Williams in the way.
Oh, the Williams tactical from, I think it's Macho, but he's going to get the slipstream fit to go. The Alpha Tower has retired, he will start 6th. Lou gets a slipstream right to the line. Lou takes provisional pole. But now, the final laps as Macho will not be able to complete his...
And Vaporizer's invalidated.
Yes, Vaporizer has invalidated Yona. Now he's going wheel to wheel with the Haas of, I think that's Neil Sarno. I don't know what Neil Sarno's thinking. Actually, no, Yona has invalidated. Neil Sarno might be a little bit pissed. He's giving Yona a bit of a wave there. He will start 11th. I'm trying to think who's next, as I think
Hawk was a half a 10th up.
Yes, T-Hawk is coming across the line, coming through Sector 2. Just keep an eye on him. We're just going to follow on board with Nick, who looks like he's out of it. Bobby, the fan of the terrible Arsenal team, who will finish below Spurs, as he's in the Spurs coloured car this year for this race. After his season ban, he goes 10th fastest, knocks Bulow out of the top 10. But as you said, T-Hawk is improving. Can T-Hawk steal pole? Right at the last minute, no one thought it was possible. It's Hawk in 3rd position. No. And it looks it's all over. It is LFR Lou on pole position for Ferrari with the Williams of Macho alongside him on the front row of the grid. What a qualifying. And yeah, I'm sure the race, if it's like that, it's going to be really good.
Another shock, Yuri up to 5th in the end. Just pipping Nick there.
Oh yes, Yuri. The pay driver's working. He's paid his way up to 5th. But yes, it is LFR Lou out on top here. 14 milliseconds to Macho will the nightmare slipstream that one of the Williams did sort of give Lou on the last straight affected, but it is Hawk in third, Vaporizer fourth, Yuri fifth, Nick sixth, Fiziko seventh, Yona eighth, Petty ninth, Bobby 10th, Bulow 11th, Neil Sarno 12th, Ivo 13th, Ezax 14th, 15th is Tex Rex with 16th, Dundee who didn't set a lap, and Bunty in dead last with a disqualification. Typical Bunty.
The news has just gone around paddock. That Williams was actually T-Hawk. Or Hawk, should I say. That Williams that gave Lou the slipstream was Hawk.
So T-Hawk costing Macho the pole position, so a bit of controversy from the Williams. But obviously, dry race for the social race. I'm pretty sure we do have a formation lap, so please prepare for Bunty to leave the session.
Yep.
But we are going to get underway. What do you think the strategy would be, like, especially with these guys, a lot of them being really good on tyre wear? What do you say the strategy is going to be?
Oh. Well, if you are wanting to pit early, you would do is mediums, hards, because them hards last a long while. But I'm gonna have to say a hard soft strategy.
And this is why you don't. And this is why you are not Jeff. I'd say possibly a medium soft with these guys is very possible. So I'm just going to get the tyres up. And it is T-Hawk and Vaporizer, Edzax, all on the softs. And the bottler himself, Neil Sarno, is the only man to start on the white striped tyre.
Neil Sano has listened to my strategy.
Yeah, so it is predicting
But yeah,
possibly the
I
two-stop.
don't know.
Possibly a two-stop for Hawk and Vaporizer, but it is possible to get to the end on a soft medium round. It is just very painful. Obviously, no damage, so no risk of
A puncture.
punctures. Edzac as well on softs. He's going to have to make a lot of ground up to cover off the pit stop as well to the guys behind him. So he's got a lot of work to do for Latvian. As and Bobby just. Oh yeah, predictions. You go first.
Alright. Bunty for the win. Ivo second. And then Hawkford.
Interesting. So you've gone stupid on two of yours, and you've gone sensible
Nah, I'm
with
doing the
Hawk.
ball boy strategy.
And you're going sensible
Ball
with
boy
Hawk.
strategy.
What is Bobby doing? And that was not right from Bobby. I'm sure that'll be possibly reported just to test the insurance, but that's not right from the AlphaTauri. Just blocked off McLaren and Haas, it looked like. So they're going to have to start on freezing cold tyres. And he
Looks
says
like
he's...
Oh,
and possibly glitched lobby. So bye-bye, Bunty.
looks like he's still in the Webby F1 a copy on F1 2022 session.
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna have to say Lou for pole. No, sorry, no. I wanted an easy prediction. Lou for pole. For the race win. Lou, this is controversial. But there is no glitches. We're going to come to the 5 red lights for the Australian social races. Lights out and away we go. And let's hope the camera angle fixes itself out. As it has, Lou's already been jumped and he's in the wall. And there's a Mercedes as well in the background. It's Nick, but it's T-Hawk. I'm gonna call him T-Hawk. I don't really care. T-Hawk who leads the two NSX men going wheel to wheel. Vaporizer gets past. As yes, Nelsano spun, Pelly's round, again overtaken by Edzak, sorry. But it's the Williams. As Macho is round, the two NS6 men look like they might have made a little bit of contact there. But T-Hawk leads, Vaporizer second, Yuri in third. The pay driver really paying his way through this grid now. As There is chaos behind. Macho is down to last, so this is a little bit of a last to first. As somehow Bunty has made his way to 10th in the McLaren.
Yay!
And I'll let you get to words in a minute. But Vaporizer and Hawk have already broken the DRS gap to Yuri by about 1.5, and Fizco already with the 3-second time penalty. Obviously, track limits around here are really dirty, but now Yona and Bobby are going wheel to wheel, and Yona gets past the AlphaTauri of the sister car, as now the McLaren and Bobby collide. Bulow making contact with the AlphaTauri as he's already dropped down into 12th position. And don't worry, I will let you get a word in a minute. But on to the second lap, and go. 1.6 seconds already between the Haas in second of the Aston Martin in third. Somehow Yuri taking this Aston Martin shitbox to third position. I know they're equal cars, but still, it's really, really impressive for a pay driver. As I think Fisico has gone for a spin. No, Nilsano with a penalty as well. 3-second time penalty for the Haas man. As, yeah, Fisico now into 15th. And Yuri's gone for a spin. And Yuri's gone for a spin. I must catch this. Yes, Yuri. 3-second time penalty, insult to injury there. As I think Macho's now going to try and make a move as they collide. And Macho clips the back and he's gone for a spin. And it's
Yuri
just
should have done better to get out. He was still rejoining.
Yeah, as Macho has retired. You can understand it.
Yeah, I can understand the frustration. Yeah. Yuri should have done better there to get out of the way.
Vaporizer though is looking for a move for the race lead, sorry, and is being very smart here with just biding his time really. Obviously, the DRS is now going to be activated. Lap 3, no safety car, and it's 2.8 seconds out between Yoda, as I think Pelly and the Alpine has gone for a spin, as well as the Red Bull of Dundee, who's gone for a cheeky donut, as I'm going to call him now. But the Haasman still just following the Williams, and it's just proving these cars are so good to follow with. Obviously, we saw it in Austria on the weekend, that 5-car battle. These cars just can battle so well. I think the Ferraris now are looking to try and pass the Mercedes. A Tech-Trek who's made it all the way to 5th, doing F4 proud. I think there's another spinner in the background now. It's Ed Zaks, who's rounding the lone Alfa Romeo. As well, Vaporizer is going to go for the move on the outside to go wheel to wheel in the chicane of death. Vaporizer makes a beautiful move. The Haas man makes an outstanding move. And just proving that the NSX team are, they're not scared to go for an overtake. And that sounds obvious, but now Teal'c is going to try and go on the back of the Haasman. He's going to have the DRS, he's going to deploy the ERS, but these two battling are going to bring Yona back into the DRS as he is the lead medium runner in this Grand Prix, as Yona now as well. Speaking of him, he sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. But now the DRS here, Bueller picks up a 3-second time penalty in 4th position as Lou has got past Tex and Ivo. I think Ivo is looking for a move on Tex. Going down the straight as Ivo nearly collides. He's going to send it down the inside of turn 3, I believe, as Tex-Rex defends beautifully in that Mercedes. A little bit of contact there, thankfully no damage. As well, I think Bunty's going to possibly try and move shortly on Bobby. Edzak's 3-second time penalty for the Alfa Romeo. It's not been the best safety for the back ones with penalties. This penalty is really hard. Nick has retired after another spin through turn 1-2. Dundee with a 3-second time penalty as well. So definitely looked like yesterday as well, where it was a battle of consistency. But Teal'c as well, he's got the DRS. He's not going to send it. Very sensible from the Williams fans. A little bit of a lock-up off for Haas into the break third of the fast right-hander. As now Ivo, he's also going to be sensible about it. He's not going to go for the overtake, but the Mercedes makes a little bit of a mistake there. And as well, I think Dundee has been passed by the pay driver. But yeah, it's very hectic compared to yesterday. No one really bottling many positions.
But yeah, Currently, Hawk, Ivo making a move on Texrec. Done it before the corner. Texrec doesn't have the DRS, but he's using ERS to fight back now. Gonna go down the inside.
I was championship rival Jam Pancakes.
But Ivo does the switchback. And Physical is in the pits. Going on to the softs.
So he's committing to the two-stop there as Bunty gets past the AlphaTauri, who's gone for a spin. He's in the Spurs coloured car and he's done a Spurs, he's bottled it. I love being a commentator. I might retire this year and just go to commentating, honestly. If I don't score an F3, I might just come to commentating. It's actually really fun. As I think Dundee is... No! Teal goes for a spin!
Oh,
And I just caught that is absolute heartbreak for Teal. Obviously slating Bullboy for not being able to win yesterday against Bueller. And now he's possibly cost himself a chance of a win. But we never know with the league, with the game. We never know. For all we know, Physico has pulled off a master plan. He's going to get them softs for about 25 laps. So Ivo as well, looking for a move, as I think that's a Red Bull round. It's Dundee again. Ivo 3-second time penalty. So as I think Yuri has been a pay driver and has lost the position. What a battle between the Mercedes and the Ferrari, reminiscence of 2018, as Dundee has retired in the pit lane as well. Thankfully he did it in the pit lane and not on track. Textrex 3-second time penalty there, and yeah, this is possibly one of the big issues with Australia. The track limits around here are so harsh.
Yeah. Same with Belgium though. I had to do an evaluation race, and it's quite painful. But yeah, Lou trying to make a move on Bolo around the outside, switch to the inside. Will he get the traction? No. So Bolo stays in third for now. Still got that 3-second time penalty. He will be hoping not to get any more. But round the final corner, we will have DRS using his ERS, even though he's not got much left. Round the outside. Easy move for Lou, really, as Yona now gets a penalty.
Yeah, and that penalty could come very, very critical, especially with the strategies against Lou and Bueller, as he's actually gone for a spin as well. And his head might be starting to go a little bit here, as the mistakes are starting to creep in. But these top four have cleared. If Nilsano has done a Nilsano and has gone for a spin. And yeah, top four look pretty clear to T-Hawk, who's down in 5th but 6 seconds back despite being on the soft compound. But he is starting to close that gap down. Physico sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far, a 20.4 on the soft compound. Yuri is being an absolute pay driver and gets a penalty for track limits.
That's the second of the race. Will he be doing the Texrex, getting, what was it, 24 seconds of penalties?
I think he ended with 24.
Yeah, we'd not be wanting that, as someone spun. As Yona, he spun again. That's very unlucky for the QRT man, as Bunty's now up the back of him, and he loses it during a Bunty moment. Just nothing unusual. As now there is a big battle for 4th. And Jonas spun again, no. And Neil Sano's retired.
Yeah, it's not been the best lap for the QRT man, Yona. Been a lap of nightmares, I'd say. Now his head's starting to go, he's off the track limits, he's gone for another spin, and it's just going from bad to worse for the Red Bull. Wouldn't be surprised if he does retire from the race, as Teal picks up a 3-second time penalty. So I'm going to say the winner is going to be the person who doesn't pick up the penalty. Yona's given us some complimentary donuts. But it's his vaporizer. Lou is past Bueller as well. But the top 3 are clear here. Vaporizer, though, on the soft compound, he's not been able to put them to good use at the moment against the medium runners, and it does look like that the mediums are going to become the faster race tire at the point as Texrex picks up another 3-second time penalty. Physico as well picks up a 3-second time penalty. Track limits as well, they're just so harsh around here. Yona picks up another 3-second time penalty. And who's going to get the next 3-second time penalty? We don't know, but all I know is we can be thankful it's not real life as Lou is now all over the back of the Haas. The Ferrari versus the Haas. Possibly Schumacher v Schumacher. As he's going to hold back, Gian Parker says, no racing, Bunty, go for it. He's been doing absolutely solidly. I think it's up 10 positions so far in that McLaren as Ivo gets past the Williams there as Tex looks for a move but thinks sensibly about it. As Vaporizer has now lost the position to the Ferrari. He's gone for a little bit of a drift there and his tyres must be going now. So McLaren of Bulow is going to go on the outside. I think that's turn 5 or turn 6 there. Beautiful move there by the McLaren man. And as we speak as well, Bunty, I think Texrex has gone for a spin, so Bunty is up to 6th. Yona has retired from the Grand Prix in the pit lane. And yeah, it's a shame to see all these drivers retiring from the race right now. You can understand it with no damage and people getting fed up with loads of spins and all that, but it's a bit of fun. And it's just fun and social. It would have been nice to see a lot of people finish races as well. Bobby as well is going to go on the outside. The AlphaTauri versus the Mercedes, reminiscent of the battle in Imola between Hamilton's Texrex gets another 3-second time penalty.
Texrex reminiscent of what he was doing yesterday, just counting every corner he sees as Vaporizer's in the pits, and he gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He'll have, if he pits again, he'll be able to get that removed. But Texrex going for a move that basically wasn't there, to be honest, between him and Bobby. But yeah, that move from Lou on Vaporizer was very nice, very clean. Vaporizer basically just going too deep, so his tires were basically dead at this point. And yeah, he's now pit ahead of Bobby. And Bunty's up to 4th, and Ivor's up to 3rd.
Speaking of Bobby as well, Texrex is looking all over the back of AlphaTauri. He's going to try and make a move here. Bobby's harvesting the ERS now. Tex lagging all over the place, but he's got enough ERS to work with against the AlphaTauri to try and make a move. As well, T-Hawk and Edzax are both pipped, so all the soft runners going on to the hard compounded tyre, it looks like, the white striped tyre. Which definitely could be the best race tyre of them all. But as well, speaking of Bunty being in 4th, we've got a Ferrari 1-3, McLaren 2-4 at the moment. Obviously, it doesn't mean much for the championship or anything like that. But it's just nice to see it, as Texrex has got Bobby with the RS, and it's turning into an amazing battle between the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes. Just overtakes galore between these two. And as well, Pelly now back inside the DRS of T-Hawk there, 7 seconds back from the rest of the field. The pay driver as well is trying to catch up to Bobby and Texrex. I should stop going now in that, so Yuri's going to try it. Bobby's, though, is going to get past Texrex, but he's out of ERS here. Texrex has more to play with, so possibly more straight line speed for the Mercedes man. He gets another 3-second time penalty and goes for a Spinella. And
so is Bunty. Bunty went for
Bunty's done a Bunty, and he's bottled a possible podium. And Vaporizer, after making his pit stop, has made his way up to 4th already, and Bobby up to 5th. As we speak about Vaporizer, he's gone for a bit of a moment there. He's into the wall, the hat's in the wall, and gets passed by Bobby. It's now the probable F1 man is going to go for Bobby, as Texrex has retired out on track, which we don't really want to see on track. If you're going to retire, please do it in the pits, so you're out the way of the other drivers. But now, on the hard compounded tyre, Vaporizer possibly looking for the move on the AlphaTauri. On with the RS straight, going down into that 90-degree turn. Bobby, nothing to defend against the NSX man, as now they get inches between each other. But apart from this battle, really, it's already died down. As Bobby has gone for a spin, so yes, it has fully died down as he resets the track.
Oh, he reset the track. That's unfortunate. He's now pitting. I think he's gonna go into a pair of hards to the end. But Pelly with a penalty now as well. He got a penalty like a lap ago. But the only two without penalties, and they've both done a bunch of spins, is Bunty and Bobby.
Bobby. No, Lou.
Oh, Lou as well. Yeah, but Lou's seconds.
A what?
Yeah,
He cut.
He's
He cut out.
Huh?
He cut out when you said it.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I was saying Lou's like 6 seconds ahead anyway, so he's just dominating this race. The LFR man, as he is now. Very consistent race.
Let's put the
As now
commentator cut.
Hawks.
Yeah. The two F2 teammates from season 7 here. They're going wheel to wheel, obviously both in the McLaren this time, only Bunty in the McLaren. T-Hawk's gone to better pastures and found a better teammate, joking Bunty. But I love just doing this, man. But now they're going to fight out as Bueller gets another 3-second time penalty. So yes, only 3 drivers out there right now on track without a penalty. Lou obviously just dominating at this point. Bunty as well. I'm going to have a look at the penalties for now. But I don't think we'll look back. We'll get Teal, we'll get Yuri. So there'd be 5th place for Bunty at the moment. Looking at the gap to the leaders here. Yeah.
And Fesico's in the pits, possibly into a pair of mediums. Or a pair of softs, that will do it as well.
Yeah, Fisico obviously having to commit to... Wait, he's on softs again.
Yep.
And Fisico's committing to the free stop. So definitely didn't take lessons from Alex Albon to try and do a 1-stop. A 0 stopper on the hards and have to pay on the last lap. And Jesse is just digging Yuri into a bigger grave here. But Lou is in for his pit stop. He's onto the hard compound. So Bueller will take the lead of the race so far. Yesterday's race winner. But will Lou stay ahead of his teammate? Obviously, he's got to get them tyres up to temperature. Ivo's going to get past. But now this is the critical phase. This is the critical phase. Lou has to survive the tyre warm-up with Vaporizer chasing him down. The Haas man only about 6 seconds back now. 5 seconds is now. Yuri and Bunty are into the pits to make their one and only pit stop. Pelly, yes, as Jack just said, has gone through a spin. So he must be getting pretty dizzy in that car now. So yeah, it all seemed to really have just died down.
Yeah.
Might just sleep.
Yeah, it could sleep, honestly, it's quite boring. But hopefully it'll get exciting towards more of the end of the race. But yeah, Bolo in the lead, Ivo second. Would not have expected that, as who spun? Vaporizer spun!
Yep, and Bueller is into the pit. Sorry, I've just got a message from someone about something. I'll tell you in a bit. As he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So yes, taking lessons from the other McLaren from last time. The number 7, obviously, Raikkonen retiring. Means 7 is open for all drivers to use. Ivo will take the lead, and it's a Ferrari 1 and 2. Guarantee you one of them's going to do a science and pull it into the gravel trap.
Well, I hope not, honestly, because this is a really good drive from Ivo, I think.
No, I'm talking about Lou to do it.
Oh. Ivo doing really well at the moment, up from 13th. For the unlucky spot, as some would say. Bolo up from 11th as well.
Now the Ferraris are just going to battle it here. That's the Ferrari, yeah. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Lou versus Ivo. It's LFR versus FRL. And it's LFR who are on top. But Ivo's going to fight it, possibly fight it back. No, he's not. He's going to listen to Binotto. He's going to be a good boy and he's going to stay behind. Then again, it is Ferrari, so they're allowed to fight.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm surprised Bunty's not spun his way into a penalty yet, actually.
Obviously, yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Thanks. Throw me under the bus now. I do think he'll be up to 8th with Pelly pitting, and depending on how Ivo's stop goes, as Ivo gets a penalty again. So, could definitely be a good shout for a Bunty podium, which I want because I want to hear him in the party. As Physico has gone for a spin, so it's not a good day for one of the CPI boys. Again, no bias D. So, yeah. Soul seems to die down because no one's in DRS. As I say about Vaporizers in DRS, a Bulo. I should just stop speaking. Physico. As a lot of people would agree, the free stop didn't work.
And
but I'm pretty sure now.
Would agree. Yeah. I'm tired.
Same. But yeah.
I gotta go to Glasgow tomorrow, man.
Lou, go for a spin, man. You're making the race boring.
That's the fastest lap on a pair of hearts.
Lou, you're making the race boring. Bulo isn't though. He makes a mistake. Physico is retired in the pit lane there. As Bulo makes a mistake and Vaporizer gets past it up into 3rd place. Provisional P2 for the Haas man. As he's 14 seconds back.
Oh, Bowler's hit the wall. Somehow, driving on the straight, he's hit the wall.
This race has gone back to the Ballfest.
I mean, there's a fight for 3rd at the moment. Between Hawk, Bowler and Vaporizer.
And as we speak, Bobby gets past Yuri, so the pay driver really struggling on that set of the fresher hards, but Bobby goes deep. He's going to make the switch back here on the Aston Martin. Bobby covers it off beautifully, but now Yuri is going to try and make the move stick again. As they bang a little bit there between the AlphaTauri and the Aston Martin. And now Yuri's going to go on the left-hand side, on the inside line. And he holds it beautifully. And stays in 7th position. Also, I need to ask you, Jack, are you going to join me for the interviews and like Teal'c, who abandoned me last time?
Probably.
I'm going to have to interrupt you there. We're going to Lance Stroll, yeah. As Bobby has sent it on the inside and has got past Yuri into the 90-degree turn. And this is an insane battle. Bunty's now on the back of it in that McLaren. In one of the ishest cars of all time. Bulo as well has made a mistake and Teal'c has passed up into 4th position. I apologise for getting that wrong. Looking at the penalties as well, Teal'c might be on for a podium.
Yeah, that's what we want for Teal'c, of course. He is just a brilliant driver, really. Of course. But yeah, I will join you in the interviews. So don't worry.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just the pay driver interrupts once again.
Blame pay drivers, honestly. Ivo is into the pit lane, and I'm thinking this is for a set of soft compound.
Who spun? Bowler spun.
Bulo has gone for a spin and he's retired. What? I mean, he had 40 seconds of penalty, but he's retired from 5th position. And yes, Ivo is onto the soft compound, so now this is actually Ferrari being a smart team for once. Yes, Bulo has retired. Pelly is up to 5th position there in the Alpine in the pink and blue as well. I think he's going to go to the soft compound when he makes his one and only pit stop off the Grand Prix. And the battle behind you, the pay driver, is interrupting again has got past Bobby and has the DRS as Pelly gets another 3-second time penalty. Bobby and Bunty, they've got to fight for position as the Aston Martin and the Alpha Tauri, they're going to go wheel to wheel and there's a collision and Bobby is round!
Martin, they've touched.
I'm sorry. As Bunty makes the overtake, Bobby shouldn't have gone for the move. It was a silly dive bomb there, really. And he was lucky that both of them didn't go for a spin there. But Bunty up to 6th. It's a Bunty podium. Too much to ask? Yes, it is. But a top 5 is possible.
I think these two are going to continue their battle, so Yuri slow down to Bobby so they can continue their battle.
These two wanting as much screen time as they can. Bobby, no ERS to play with. Yuri, 30% really to use down the straight, so he's able to cover off Bobby despite the DRS advantage. As the pay driver collided with Bobby, as Yuri is going to go to the inside and let Bobby through. As I think that's a mechanical failure for Yuri. It's not actually a mechanical failure. He's just at his normal pace. Yuri, if you're going to go slow, at least give us some donuts. There's this yellow flag in sector 1. Is that Teal? I think Teal was round.
Yeah, I think he's spun, but...
It's Bobby is pitting as well, so I think he's throwing away the race. He should not be pitting to the soft compound, but he is going to be anyway. Yuri, this is absolute travesty. He's actually waited to be lapped by Lou, and he's going to battle the Ferrari. 9th versus 1st here, as Lou... Message him just to tell him, make the race entertaining. I'll let you talk.
For a second there.
I did, I know.
I don't know if Yuri was trying to take out Lou. But...
No, he wasn't trying to take out, they were trying to just battle.
Oh, okay. He's just wanting screen time, really. But we'll move our eyes away from that. There is no battles, but Pelly is in the pits. Going on to the softs. I reckon. Yep, on to the soft.
Sorry, I was just sorting something. I'll message you in a bit, Glow, about what's happening. Okay?
Alright.
Actually, I'll quickly message you now, you keep talking.
Yeah, let's see. Lou, 15 seconds ahead, he's dominating the race. Nothing's fucking happening. Everyone's either on a hard pair tire or everyone's on the soft. Pelly has done a half spin at the moment. Let's see. Anyone? Nah. There's just nothing happening. There's not enough people for anything to happen, really.
Let's just watch Mick Schumacher get points again.
Yeah. Mick Schumacher for the championship.
Yeah. It's so good to see him. Lou gets a penalty! And Lou's got my message. He is making the race entertaining, but not entertaining enough. And Bunty up into top 5 there. I think realistically the top 4 has been decided. Now the race is just being killed. Possibly Lou for the title, would you say? At this point? If he can keep this pace up and possibly beat Montana and Jensen at full speed. Who aren't here today, but...
Of course. You gotta think about Montana and Jensen as well, but Lou will definitely be up there fighting. That's a fact. But gonna be hard to say to who wins. I think Bobby is spun. Yes.
No, yellow flag is set to 3. I was gonna say Lou is spun, but you've ruined it. Now Bobby has gone for a spin. He spursed it up as Yuri's coming into pits and might just retire. Which Stroll should do. No, I'm joking. yes, Lou is going to lap the AlphaTauri here. But can we just bring up a ghosting with battling green ghosting? Please don't. It's not fucking fun. As Pelly is now past Bunty, who's done a Bunty and gone for a spin. There's now Bobby as well. He's going in for a spin. And Jesse is asking how does it feel to finish last while you practice 20 hours. What we'll do, by the way, is we're going to set up a party a bit later with the drivers who win the race. So I'll just set up a quick group chat. Lou, Vaporizer, and Teal have this moment in time. But Ivo is actually on the podium, I think, on penalty. No, he's not.
No, it's not.
And it's just quiet, so I'm going to go for a nap. You keep talking.
Okay.
I'm joking, I'm back.
I was going to say as a joke, Lewis Bambo. It's just Bobby again.
Oh my gosh.
Vaporizer still needs to serve his penalty.
See, at least yesterday was entertaining because one, I had T-Hawk in. Not saying you're as bad, but T-Hawk was fun as well. But also the issue is it's just so boring at the moment. It's Yuri has got past Bobby, who's got a 3-second time penalty. So now Bunty, the only driver on the grid to not get a penalty this race, as Bobby has now retired from the race, and has just made it even more boring because now 9 cars have retired from the race.
Yuri getting tactics from TechShrek apparently because he has got 18 seconds penalties at the moment.
See, with me and what's his name, Teal, we were having a lot of fun watching everyone spin out and struggle on the track. This race, because of how consistent the front guys are, it's just boring. Stop being consistent. We want breakfast.
I want breakfast.
Ivo's gone for a spin. Ivo is round. The man who was chasing T-Hawk, it's gone for a spin.
He's done a Carlos Sainz.
God damn it, it was the wrong one. Who do I ride on board with? The closest gap is 7 seconds.
I mean, Bunty could get 5th here.
If
he keeps catching.
Let's watch Bunty.
And he's Ivo
has gone round.
I thought that was low for a second, but it's Ivo.
I think Ivo's actually hearing our calls for help.
I'm just like, oh, let's watch Bunty. And he spun.
Yeah, it's the game with EA. You just think it's a beta project, and they just released it too early. As Macho says, there was a car ghosted, but you couldn't go through it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I had enough after 1.5 laps. I've had enough as well. I want to go home. Oh wait. I want to go back to the vet practice.
Yes.
But Bunty could be on for a good position here. Possibly 4th if he doesn't Bunty it. Never mind. Possibly 5th if he doesn't Bunty it, but there's only 3 tenths really between him and Pelly and that 4th and 5th position here, as Bunty is just proving why he shouldn't be in F1 this year. And Jesse says in the chat, I really hope Lou isn't this dominant in the real season, otherwise it'll just be boring. And I don't think James wants to be bored while he's commentating over this race.
Yeah, I don't think he wants.
We might as well head to the F1 lobby, by the way, lobby chat if it's still around, and if I'm still in it. Ivo gets another 3-second time penalty.
Rip.
Can we just say as well, Lou wanted me to make this the best commentary over a race.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's happening.
I think, no offense, it's not you, it's the race that's killed it. Between James is commentating next season. What are you on about? If he doesn't, I will cry real tears. As yes, Bunty has bunted it. He's dropped 2 seconds in the last lap. So we're now gonna just come across for the 27th lap here with Lou. Lou, please, just do a donut or something. It's funny. Honestly, I'm gonna go for a nap.
Feel free.
Should I just get some V8 engines noises and pull it over Lou driving? Should I get the V8? Just give me a sec. I think I have it in my Instagram. I'm gonna have to do it while it's on a straight though.
Lou is so consistent. He has 70. He had 100% ERS at the straight, and now he's used 20% of it. Oh my god. And Bunty's slow. He spun again.
Bunty! Just give me a sec. I've got something coming for the last lap. I'm just hoping it won't get copyrighted.
Pelly's closing to Ivan. Pelly's closing to Ivan. Are we gonna have a battle? Finally. Content.
I've got to do it, man.
But Pelly's on the back of Ivo.
Oh, we got a battle! Oh my word!
Yuri's in it as
Today,
well.
no commentating. Today, actual racing. Unfortunately, Lou has killed the race, but we're actually going to get a battle here on the penultimate lap between the Ferrari and the Alpine as they come together as the Ferrari's into the gravel trap here. And Pelly, that is controversial, as Pelly is going to give the position back to the Ferrari there. Great sportsmanship between the two. And Seahawk has also made a pit stop. He's going to go for the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As we're going to jump back to these two in a bit as there's a spinner. And it is Ivo! Ivo is round. And now it's boring. So we're just going to drive on board with Lou. And I'm going to get some
fuck, Bunty's going to get 5th.
Oh, for God's sake, Bunty. I mean, let's just... But he has been, yes, Bunty has got 5th there on the hard combat, but he has been absolutely dominant today. Skipper says, cheeky burnout, a cheeky donut. I'm going to laugh if he loses the win now. LFR Lou for Ferrari wins the FRL social race here down under in Australia. Vaporizer in the Haas. It's going to take 2nd place. With his 5 second time penalty being a bit of an effect there. And then a round of applause for the man who no one thought would be up here. The man who is nailing these regulations so far, as Pelly has gone for a spin through the death chicane, so Bunty could get 4th here, as we're going to jump back to him in a minute. Tiovo, he's going for the fastest lap of the race. Jesse, shut up a minute. No, I'm joking. Yes, Teal'c is going to take the fastest lap of the race, and he takes the final podium position. But now Bunty is all over the back of Pelly. Bunty, from last position, is going to try and steal
Well,
fourth
he's got it
position from
unless
the
he
Alpine.
spins.
And he's done it unless he spins now. Bunty is going to take fourth. And Pelly is going to take... Bunty's been disqualified!
Why? Why has he been
Wait,
disqualified? Why? Why has he been disqualified?
Pelly takes fourth. Fiore takes seven.
Bunty,
It's the best.
from
Fine,
17th.
$25,000 fine for dangerous track positioning. And taxes your driver all day. It's meant to be Bunty. I don't know what that is. But it is the Ferrari of Lou. He takes P1.
Oh, that's fucking.
And he's made it boring here. That has made the race.
Oh, that is actually kind of funny. Poor Bunty.
Alright, I'm gonna start up a thing at a minute. Let's go vaporizer. Who else was on the podium? Hawk.
Vaporizer, Lou, and Hawk, yeah. I'm gonna check Bunty for a second. Why is he being disqualified? He did a medium hard.
Just give me a sec. I'm gonna set up a party quickly. I'm gonna make a group chat and then just invite him. Just give me a second. I'll message him. So we need Hawk. Vaporizer. So we find him there. And the race winner, FRL, LFR Lou. Don't know why he's on his FRL account. And unfortunately as well, I have to bring this guy called Glowsticks with me as well, but we'll bring him anyway.
Oh, screw you.
So for at least not stuck on this screen. Yes, Lou takes the win as I've just abandoned him. As we're just going to wait for hopefully the top three to join. We have the man who made it boring.
Oh, come on.
You made it boring, man.
I don't know, maybe. That's how I like it. Boring races P1 to P1.
Don't do it again.
That's just how I like it. I also, I mean, come on. I didn't start. Well, I started first and then got absolutely destroyed into the wall.
Well, let me just sort it now.
German.
Well, so we'll start the interviews as all three have joined the party. So we'll start off with today's race winner and pole sitter, LFR Lou. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, pretty okay. How about you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. No one ever asked that. So obviously taking pole in qualifying, could you have possibly improved your time? Would you think, or was that possibly the maximum or anything for you? Just your thoughts, really.
Yeah, I could have improved, but you know it was enough for pole, so yeah, quite okay. But could have been in the 16s or maybe mid 16s.
Yeah,
it was a terrible lap actually.
Well, Yuri's just called you a 6-head sweat, so we'll ignore that. So, moving on to the race, obviously, you had that spin right up the line. We saw, obviously, getting past down into fourth, then hitting the wall. Thankfully, no damage was on, so couldn't do DNF. So, really good recovery drive. Your thoughts on the race?
Yeah, of course, that incident on the start. There was a Haas, I don't know who it was. I don't know, I need to watch replay for that. But I got absolutely smashed into the wall. So I was P20 onto the first corner, and then from then on I started moving up the field, and then finally I got up to P1, and then I could drive my own race actually.
Yeah, but Close just left me, so he's abandoned me. And as you said, P20, I don't think that was very possible as there's only 17 drivers. But going
Oh
into the new
yeah,
season,
yeah, just last. Say last.
yeah, last. So going into the new season, obviously after that display, you're gonna be F1 next year. How do you feel going into the new season? Obviously everyone gonna be at full pace new cars. You seem to have nailed these new regs, so yeah, your thoughts on the new season?
Oh man, I thought I would be F4. Damn.
We
But
can make
anyways.
arrangements.
Yeah, I don't know. There are some quick guys too. It's not only me. As we saw Hawk today also with the lap he did in qualifying. Of course, he had some bad luck in the race. But he's also one of he's also one of the quick guys for sure. I don't know. I have good chances for sure, but I don't know yet. We need to see.
Yeah, well, thank you for racing today, and good luck into the new season.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot for commentating as well.
No problem. So next up was Vaporizer. Vaporizer, are you there?
Yes.
So yeah, I need to double check where you were in quali. I think it was fourth.
P4.
Yeah, fourth. So
yeah, really bad lap.
everyone's having bad laps, and I thought my 18 was really
no,
good.
I invalidated 2 laps, so I just wanted a safe lap in. And
Yeah.
I think I did a 1:16.9 something on my last lap, but I invalidated by a few centimeters on the chicane. So yeah, doesn't really matter. In the end, starting on the softs wasn't the right plan, I guess, but got into the lead at one point.
You've answered both my questions already.
I think Hawk noticed was a bit quick in the straight line. That wasn't that good of a setup strategy, I guess. Just really hard on the tires and on the traction.
Yeah, obviously making some good overtakes to lead. A really good battle with yourself and Hawk for the lead at the start of the race. Obviously then making the decision to go to the hard compound. Was there any point in your head thinking of possibly going long on the softs, doing a possible soft medium at all, or was the plan soft hard from the start?
Because I was hoping to just hold up Lil by like a lot, because I was so quick on the straight line. I think even with the DRS, and if I was using the overtake button, I was probably as quick as them on the straight line, even if they had the DRS. So I was hoping to hold him up, but I just didn't have any grip. Like, he was like 2 seconds lap quicker probably, so yeah, couldn't do anything. And then so I just pitted on the next lap, and the hards are terrible. But yeah, Leo, I think I was the one Haas at the start, but I couldn't go anywhere. I had no room on the left.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's just only social race, so yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do
What does it matter?
And you still won. Amazing face, by the way.
Okay. Thanks. Hey, you too.
Thanks.
Well, as well, going into the new season, obviously, you know some of the guys in F1, and most likely thing is you will be in F1 possibly, unless Bungie decides to do a madness and put you and Lou in F4. I don't think Stephen would be too happy, but yeah, obviously going into the new season, how do you feel you'll do?
I have no idea. Some tracks I'm pretty quick, and on other tracks I'm just slow as fuck. So got no idea. USA time trial was like P7 or something, and then Bahrain and Spain I can't get any higher than 200 in the world. So yeah, got no idea. I think it's gonna be really inconsistent. Like one race I'm gonna be quick, the other race I'm gonna be slow.
Well, we'll be starting to see you coming into the new season, and thank you for racing today. Good luck into the new season as well.
Yeah, thanks for commentating.
And then finally, we have the man who commentated yesterday's race alongside me. Teork, are you there?
No.
Brilliant, he isn't. Okay, so that's going to do it for this stream. So, Teork.
Yes.
Amazing qualifying. P3, I think it was. Watching you as well, you were on for pole. What happened?
I fucked up the fast chicane. I just broke too early. I think I was up by like 700s, and then I lost a 10 through the chicane. And yeah, that was just pure pain. But still, got a decent start on the softs. But I underestimated the amount of tire degradation. I noticed halfway through my soft stint that I messed up with my setup, because I was running my tire pressures too high, which meant that my tires were overheating, so after 8 laps I had like 60% on them. That didn't feel very comfortable.
Yeah, and it did seem like a painful stint for everyone on the soft compound. But you've answered my other question about the race. So going into the new season, after that performance, possibly an F1 drive for you next season. But who knows? It is Bunty. He might replace you with himself, which would be a bit of a madness and wrong.
F2 my ass.
But obviously, after the pace today, how confident are you feeling going into the new season?
I'd like to think that I'd have a chance to be towards the top end next season. I'd be surprised if I actually am. I have no idea. I've only done like 4 or 5 tracks proper on this game, and I felt comfortable around them, so I think things might be looking good. The game just feels more comfortable to me in general, with the tires, the setups, the hearts. A viable tire again, you can actually push on them and be consistent on them, so that's something that I like. And I think there could be some chances. However, if Luke continues to perform like that on his stints, like I still don't know how he managed to pull out 16 seconds on me on the hards.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask Yuri to just disconnect Lou's router for a bit. Nah, I'm just joking. So yeah, I think that's all the questions I've got. So thank you for racing today. Thank you for commentating yesterday. I did forget to mention that, and good luck for the new season.
Thank you very much. F3 peasant.
No, I'm going F4. I'm
Okay,
going
F4
to
peasant then.
I might be an F4 peasant, but I'm still possibly top 600 in the world for Brazil. So that's going to do it for today's stream. If you guys have enjoyed, I'm going to say it, even though no commentators of it say it. Like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, new season is on board. Pre-season possibly next week or in 2 weeks' time. So just keep an eye out, and yeah. Brilliant to have you guys, and we'll see you next week, hopefully.
Bye.